Okay, this is the project we're going to do today. It's a chainmail necklace with some matching earrings. And so these are the earrings. And this is the chainmail necklace. So let's begin. Okay, we're going to do a chainmail jewelry piece today using 10mm beads, and these are 12mm jump rings. They're 1mm thick and 19 gauge, and I'm using two colors of jump rings. I'm using a silver color and a rose gold color. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take two of my gold ones and I'm going to start with them closed, and I'll add two silver ones to them, just like this, so that we have two gold and two silver, just like this. And I'm going to take the two big jump rings, put them together, and connect it with the smaller jump ring, like that, so that we've now got two and then one and one. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little more so that you can see how we've got this connected. Okay, I've got 6 of my jump rings here, and I'm going to open up one on the end, and I'm going to hook that to the small jump ring that we have here, and then just close that up. So we've got our silver, our two rose gold big ones, and then a little chain of 7 5mm jump rings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the two big gold ones together and just let these drop to either side, and then open the jump ring underneath, and then put the bead in between the two gold ones, and then fold the silver one back up again so that it looks like this. And then what we're going to do between these two silver ones, we're going to put a couple of the gold ones. So we'll put one, and then we'll put two, and so we've got the two gold ones, so it's like this. Then we're going to put two silvers on the top. One and two. And just like what we did below, we're going to hold on to the gold ones and drop the silver ones on either side, open the gold ones, drop the bead in, and then bring the silver ones up. Then we're going to put a couple of gold ones again, so we're alternating between the gold and the silver. So we'll put a couple of the gold and another one, then two silvers, And we'll do the same thing. We'll hold on to the 2 golds and open both silvers up. Then we'll open the golds up and we will drop the bead in and then fold the silvers back up over it. And then to seal it off, we will put the gold through these 2 silvers. And another gold. Then you hold the 2 golds together and add 2 silvers. Like that. And then you hold it together, push the silvers to either side, open the gold, drop your bead in, and then bring the silvers back up. And you just continue on this way until you get the length that you want. And so this is basically how it's looking. I'll zoom in so that you can see the pattern of how this is turning out. And I'll continue to do this, and I'll come back when I have it the length that I want it to be. Okay, this is the length that I did. When I ran out of jump rings, that's what made me determine the length that this necklace is going to be. Okay, and to secure the beads inside here, because the beads are just a little bit too small, I'm going to use some beading wire. This is 0.012 inch, 0.3 millimeter beading wire. And so what I've done is I've strung it through each of the beads, going through the middle of each of the jump rings that's surrounding it. And then on this side, let's see if I can zoom in so you can see a little better how I've done this side. I put a crimp bead on this side and a bead cover. And then I've put a 6 millimeter ring to connect these 2 silver together. And then through the loop of the beading wire and the 6 millimeter ring, I put a 5 millimeter jump ring through the loop and then through that. And then I'm going to repeat the process on this other side, making sure that everything is in the relaxed position. So what I've done on this side is I put a little mark right here on the beading wire, right here, so I know where to put the crimp. And I'll come back as soon as I finish that. Okay, I'm going to bead the crimp wire through here. So I've got the bead right here where I've marked it, which is right here. And then I'm going to pull this down until I have just a little bit of a loop. Maybe about like that. And then make sure I'm at the point that I marked it, which is about right there. And then I will just crimp this shut. I don't know how that turned out. Then I've also got a bead cover here just a gold colored bead cover that I'll put straight on like that. And I'll take my jewelry pliers here and just close that like that. And then I will also cut this down. All right. All right, now I'm going to take this jump ring off. This with the jump ring. And then I'm going to take one of the 5mm rose gold jump rings and I am going to put it through both that loop and the 6mm jump ring. And then I'll close that jump ring. And then zoom out. And now all I need to do is finish off the chains on either side to make it the length that I want. Okay, I wanted to make some earrings to go with the necklace we just made. And so I've already made one of the earrings, and so now we'll go through making the other one. So I'm using the same size bead, a couple of small spacer beads, an ear wire, and an ear hoop. So we'll go through, we'll pick up the spacer bead, the bead, and then another spacer bead. And I'm going to use my flat head, or the flat needle nose pliers, and I've made a little mark here on it so I can be consistent with both earrings. So I'm just going to hold it like this, and then I'm going to bend it straight back, the wire straight back like this. Then I'm going to take my my round nose pliers, and can't see it very well, but I've also made a little mark here. And then I'm going to just bend this wire up and over the top so that it's just straight. And now the wire's on top, so I'm going to reposition these pliers so that the pliers are on top. And I'm going to continue the turn by just turning the wire below here, just like that, so that we've got a loop like this. Now I'm going to grab hold of this with my round head pliers, because I can grab hold better with the flat. And we're going to wrap it just like this one is. It's wrapped. So I'm going to grab hold of this with this and just start wrapping around. One time. Two times, and I'm not getting a very good hold of this, and then 3 times. And then I will take the wire snips here Get it as close to the end as I can, and then just cut it off. Then I will take my pliers here and push this down. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take a 5mm rose gold jump ring. I'm going to open it up. Then I'll put it through here. And also the earrings. Then I'll close the jump ring. And then we have our 2 earrings. And there we have it. Okay, and this is the final product. To finish it off, I just used some rose gold colored chain that I had. And let me zoom in a little further here also so that you can see how the protective wire, beading wire, was put in. So the 2 end jump rings, the 12mm jump rings, were sealed with a 6mm jump ring. And then there was a 5mm rose gold jump ring that went through the silver ring and through the loop of the protective wire. And then the chain was connected to that. And as you can see, it's the same on both sides. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.